Oh no! Oh no! 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 I have to admit, when I first saw the announcement for Sonic Boom, I was really looking forward to it. I thought that a spin-off would actually come out as something new and fresh to the series. Plus, it was being developed by one of the guys that worked with the Crash Bandicoot and Jak and Daxter series, and their art style really shows where they come from, so I was okay with this idea. That is until we realized that it was like taking a masterpiece, handed to another guy to try and recreate something new, and they come up with something, not so great. Look, when it comes to games, I'm a positive guy. I like games as long as they're fun and entertaining. I actually enjoyed Sonic Unleashed back when it came out. Shocking, I know. But if you fail to deliver fun, we're done, buddy. With that said, I decided to try out Sonic Boom. Is it really as bad as everyone says? Yes. But I don't think it's the worst game ever. The problem is that it's so average, it's boring. The stages are so bland and generic that you really just stop caring about the world itself. Combat is nothing special. One button is all you need. You can choose between Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and Amy, each with their unique characteristic, but it doesn't really affect gameplay much. And they never shut the hell up! Seriously, was it really necessary to talk every time they touched something?
Bouncy, bouncy, and I'm awesome. Speed time!
Bounce pad!
Bouncy, bouncy.
It's annoying! I really can't imagine myself doing that every time I would— Hey, a penny! Another thing is that while the game was being developed, there was a cartoon show that was also being planned to air as some sort of follow-up to the game. In other words, the deal was sealed. The whole thing is primarily directed towards a younger audience. Those who would watch the show would want to play the games, or those with the game will want to watch the show. Everybody wins! And in my opinion, I don't think it's a fair trade. You know how a lot of times a movie or TV series gets its own game but it's so bad for being lazy and unrelatable? That is Sonic Boom. But I should clarify something. The game actually does capture some of the essence of being a cartoon. Don't get me wrong, some of the jokes are still really bad. But even with that, kids are still getting an unpolished and generic game. So what about the show, you may ask? Well, I like it. I've only watched a few episodes and I think it's okay for a Saturday morning cartoon. But I'm an adult and I grew up with Sonic X, so yeah, there goes my childhood. Just do yourself a favor and stay away from this thing. Kids deserve better than this. No, that's far from better! Look, Sonic is just as recognizable as Mario is. They're both iconic characters and I believe that their games should at least appeal to everyone. Sure, they're mostly targeted towards a young crowd, but even the people who grew up with their games will want to keep trying out their new stuff. Look, just make Sonic Generations 2 and I'll let you quit Sega. I also realized that when playing a Sonic, you simply can't help the urge to go a little bit faster. You do get some speed sections, but I was shocked at how bad it was played. You go way too fast, not even the frame rate can handle it at times. Plus, it's nothing special either. You're only allowed to collect rings and avoid obstacles. The rest feels automatic. It's insane! They couldn't even manage to conduct the speed sections! What the crap? This game should have been called Sonic Doom from the beginning. Aside from graphics and technical issues, I think what bothered me most of the time is how forgettable the music is. To me, the music in Sonic games is what gave it that extra spice of energy to the game. I simply can't recall any musical track from the level, and that's what makes it less motivated. The game simply doesn't have the same energy that other Sonic games have. Take Sonic and the Secret Rings for example. The controls were bad, yes, I know, terrible, horrible. But a lot of the music in it was what made me keep up with the speed and flow of the level. It hasn't aged well, but at least I enjoyed it back when it was the first release for the Wii. Yeah, I know. But Sonic Unleashed also had some good music. You know what else? The freaking combat! A lot of people call it the next Sonic 06, and I disagree. You see, I don't really consider it a Sonic game. It's a spin-off, and it wasn't meant to be part of the series that we're so used to. But when you get down to it, it's just a cheap basic platformer with Sonic characters in it. But it's also Sega's fault for lending the rights to someone else, so I guess we can still blame them. Because of this, Sonic Boom is simply not worth it. Not even full price drop, simply don't play it. Not even your kids should deserve such a bad example of who Sonic is. What about the 3DS versions? Well, it's not bad. It's still as generic as it can get, and the presentation just doesn't do it for me. Have you ever played one of those bad Pixar games made for the DS? It's kinda like that. I wouldn't recommend it though. I'd say stay away from that one too. Just stay away. Don't bother. Another thing that really bothers me was the fact that this was meant to be the last Sonic exclusive game for the console, and I was really disappointed by that. I guess for now, we're just gonna have to wait for the next Sonic game. That's a mobile game! Sayonara, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Good times and bad times, I can count on being with you. I thank you for staying so true. see